Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Rahmanullah. I'm PhD scholar at Institute of Management Sciences, Peshawar, Pakistan. The paper which I'm going to present has a title, Institutionalizing Smart Content Metrics for Participation Banking. I'm going to present this paper in the 7th International Islamic Monetary Economics and Finance Conference and 30th International Conference on Islamic Economics and Finance. This is a conceptual paper which is based on the concept that participation content, which is also called musharaka content in the Islamic financial literature, can be digitized by converting it into blockchain-based smart contracts for participation bank, and this way we can enhance financial inclusion. As we know that most of the Muslims do not conduct activities with the conventional banks because of the involvement of riba, gharar, mesa and other sharia contradictory elements in their products and services and contents. So to cater to this population, the concept of Islamic banking was introduced, and among many other contexts, participation banks practice participation or musharaka contracts with its clients and customers. So the participation contracts is actually mutually agreed by all partner or participants, where they agree in advance among the various terms and conditions, including profit and loss sharing ratio. So in this era of digitalization, and particularly in the COVID-19 pandemic situation, where a visit to the physical branches is risky either on the grounds of fear of infection or because of the lockdown by the various states, so the concept of smart contracts becomes very attractive and safe to be practiced by the participation banks. So the smart contract was initially this idea was coined by a computer scientist who was called Nick Szabo in 1994. This is a blockchain-based contract where term and condition among various parties and participants are coded in advance, and they mutually agree over various terms and conditions among themselves. So, as a methodology, this paper is going to imply institutional theory as proposed by Scott 2014. This theory has three pillars, which are called regulative, normative, and cultural cognitive pillars. The regulative pillars pertains to the rules and regulation of a jurisdiction, and all organizations are bound and expected to abide by the law in order to avoid sanction and penalties and stay legitimate. The second pillar is called normative pillar. Normative pillar covers the norms and values, and particularly the religious values, and the context of this paper, the Islamic jurisprudence stipulation. So participation contract is a Sharia contract, so all its elements and term and condition must adhere to the religious norm in order to earn legitimacy. The third pillar is called cultural cognitive pillar, and this is the shared understanding and social practices of a society. So all organizations are expected to take care of the social norms and understanding in order to gain social or cultural acceptance. So the smart contract paper, this smart participation contract paper is actually going to take care of these normative and cultural cognitive pillars. As a methodology, this paper is going to imply design science research methodology. This methodology is actually provides solution to the current problem in the shape of output, which is called artifacts. These artifacts can be tangible as well as intangible, but in the context of this paper, the artifacts produced in the name of smart participation contract matrix is an intangible one. So this methodology has tried to merge the elements of blockchain and participation musharaka contracts, and the merger of these elements has given rise to smart participation contracts, where all the elements are in perfect match-up with each other, and this output or artifacts of smart participation contracts can be tested in the environment of participation banks. And the main benefit of this contract is that it can enhance financial inclusion, and along with that it can also increase the elements of trust, because the smart contract is a decentralized ledger technology which is implemented through blockchain. So the feature of this contract is transparency, immutability, safety, among others. So these when term and condition are coded through this smart contract, then nobody can mutate or change or delete or modify its term and condition. That's why it is decentralized ledger technology. And whatever happens to this contract is visible to all parties, and with the consensus of all parties, any change is validated among them through consensus. So it's highly secure, and there are high elements of trust. So this trust attracts the customer of participation bank to cater to the various products and services. So as a conclusion, this paper has various implications. The implications are for the Islamic banking practitioner or participation banking practitioner in particular. This is also implication for the regulator who are required to amend the laws and adjust smart contract into their regulatory regime. This is also implication for the fintech and participation banking literature. And along with that, the major contribution of this paper is the implementation of design science research methodology in the participation banking environment, which has given us an artifact in the shape of smart participation contract matrix. With that concludes the paper. Thank you very much.